Well, hello, everybody. How are you doing Sunday morning? Well, yeah, is it Monday morning? It's midnight where I live. Hello, paranormal pixie Laura. Thanks for everybody for coming on in. This is kind of unusual. This is something that's not a scheduled show. I don't do Sunday night shows. I simply don't. And this, for most of you that might have read the title of the show, says BMR's Nightmares Impromptu Show, and this is exactly what this is. Again, I gotta tell you guys something. I'm gonna wait for a few people to roll in because I do not want to have to repeat myself um as people roll in the chat. So if people can fill in the chatters, that'd be great. If I get more people, I don't expect too many people to come in, but that's okay. I'm not doing this to give views, ratings, make super chats, pirates, donations. It's not for that. I've had this issue that I've been dealing with in the last day and a half. Typically, my go-tos would be that I would call on the phone. I would call Krista from the Blondes and the Booze, but she's out of pocket, as Tex would say. She's spent Father's Day with her dad. They don't have the internet. Brandy is my other go-to, but she's got to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning to go to work, so I'm not bugging her. And Tex is sleeping because he gets up in the morning. And I'm pretty exhausted because Saturday night I did a show, as most of you know, the live show I did with Tex, Brandy, Monica, and Krista. Well, Krista was off yesterday, so we did a pretty great show. And it ended about 2:30 in the morning. I went to bed. And today, you guys, I went to bed at 9:30 in the afternoon. 9:30 at night, I went to bed because I was exhausted. I haven't told anybody this, and I was going to make this a members only show. In other words, if you were a BMR pirate, you're the only person that could view this or watch this. But I said, well, screw that. I want people to hear what I have to say today. And what I mean by that is simply this. The people that have been following me for 2 years, you know about the weird, crazy dreams that I've experienced throughout my life. And the only reason I felt compelled to do this because my main people I can't get a hold of. And I'm the type of person that when something bugs me or troubles me, I got to speak about it. And even though I don't have anybody here up with me to talk to, I'm talking to you guys because that's how I get rid of my stress, my anxiety, and I'm filled with it tonight. I'm filled with stress and anxiety tonight because my nightmares that I've been incurring have come back and they're terrifying. The reason I went to bed at 9:30 is I started a new consulting gig, which I haven't told anybody about. Most of you that have followed me know that I owned a bar for 13 years. Most of you know that it was haunted. The last 10 years of my bar, I was extremely successful, and I'm not sitting here bragging. It simply was. So about 6 months ago, I got this idea. I don't know if any of you folks watch John Tapper Bar Rescue, where he's this bar guru who goes into bars that are or restaurants that are failing, and he observes them and he consults them and offers what they need to do to fix the bar. Well, I got that idea from him. So it's not unique. It's not something I came up with. I got the idea from that show. So I got 4 new clients. I just started doing this business, 2 weeks ago. I said I got my first 4 clients. So I was working about 3 hours today with my first client and looking at their bar and this and that. And I got to tell you, after going to bed yesterday at 3 in the morning, getting up for Father's Day, My dad's passed away, and my dad has a lot to do with what I have to talk about today. And I always celebrate my dad, even though he's no longer with us on Father's Day. So it was then I went and did my consulting, my new gig, right? Which is awesome. I loved it. What I do is I go in and I actually help people fix their bar, and I charge them a fee, and that's what I do. Then I do this 3, 4 times a week, amongst the other things that have going on in my life. Most of you know the reason that I'm doing this impromptu, as I said, my go-to people are all asleep. I'm not telling my mom because my mom is also a part of these nightmares that I've had. I've had reoccurring nightmares for 3 or 4 years, and I finally got rid of them. Finally got rid of them about 2 months ago. And it's really connected to my father, my mother, and what else I don't know. And again, I thought I got rid of this. Again, for people that have followed me, you know exactly what I'm talking about with my crazy dreams and nightmares. You know that in my 20s, I was attached by some sort of nefarious being that followed me home. All the artifacts that I bought in my marital home were haunted and tormented myself and my wife. We saw shadow people. You know that I saw my first ghost at 5. You guys know that I've had the strange mist roll down my hallway and wrap around my chair, causing me to have paralysis where I can't see, I can't move until I say the Our Father, and then it goes away. That hasn't happened either. I took some advice from Krista, and that since has gone away. But as I said, not to be redundant, after my show last night, I went to bed. I had a very terrifying dream. Today, when I went to bed, 9:30, had a terrifying dream. These dreams were the same, but they got worse. They got violent. Much like my Bigfoot encounter, I had nowhere to turn, you guys, for about 30 hours. All my friends are out of town. Can't call them. They're sleeping. They're going to work. My brothers in law, my other go to would be my brother or my sister in law, but they're in Las Vegas. So I've been up. I'm scared to go to sleep tonight. That's why I'm doing this. This is not something I do on a Sunday night, you guys. I don't spend Sunday night on the internet at all. I take my break from everybody. Love you all to death, but I take my breaks. But I had to voice this because I'm probably not going to bed again tonight. Not after this dream I had, this nightmare that I had. It all started back some time ago. And my dreams are always me in either Las Vegas or like a shopping mall. It's a surrounding that I'm familiar with. Okay. But I have these dreams where everything starts out very familiar. Then I get lost. I get lost. I feel closed in. I can't get out. I feel that if I don't get out, something bad is going to happen to me. I've had those same types of dreams for as long as I can remember. And you know, the significant thing about it is, the significant thing about that, you guys, is it all started really happening after my encounter in 2018. Figure, yes, I pray. I'm not going to get into the God thing. I believe in God, the Lord Jesus. I say my prayers. I've done it. It works. Sometimes it doesn't. But here's the thing, you guys. I'm going to get on with this dream and tell you. The original dreams, I'm lost, I'm trapped, and then my father who passed away is always yelling to me, Rob, turn right, turn left. This is the pathway to get out. And I hear my dad speaking to me, my passed away father, that is, and he always leads me to a passageway to get out. But then when I'm right about to get to the door to open it, it shuts. it closes. Okay. My brother will be in the dreams calling out to me. Again, guiding my way out. Gets me to a door. I can't get out. The door shuts closed. Okay. I've been having these for a while. I had a dream about 4 months ago, and it was very odd and very peculiar. I was in a hotel room in Las Vegas. And it was very odd, you guys, because I woke up in a cold sweat at 4 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock in the morning. And in this dream, Brandy from the Blondes and Booze was in this dream as well. She was floating around trying to help me get out as well. And the funny thing about that night, Brandy was up with a similar dream that I was having. We were almost like connected, like we both had telepathic communication. I called her at 4 in the morning. She picked up the phone right away. We talked. We did a live show at 5 o'clock in the morning. Some of you might have seen it. It was about 4 months ago. It was very eerie and very strange. Then I talked to Krista, and she suggested some sage, putting iron around my doors, under my bed, under my chair that I sit in all the time to watch YouTube or to watch television when I had that mist come roll down my hallway. I haven't seen that. And I almost was awake when I thought, am I dreaming or am I awake? But I was fully awake when I seen the mist, right? I can't move. I'm paralyzed. Scariest thing that ever occurred, ever happened to me. Scarier, if you can believe it, than my Bigfoot experience. Because I thought it was the devil himself. I'm going to get on with the dream that I had yesterday, Saturday night, about 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning when I woke up, and then the one I had today at 9. They're very eerie. They're very haunting. And I want to talk about this and get it off my chest because you guys, right now, I don't want to go to bed. Last night, I woke up about 4 in the morning, I think it was. I did the show from midnight to 2 a.m., 2:30. I bullshitted backstage a little bit with Brandy and I think Tex. And then we all said good night and we all went to bed or whatever. I had this dream yesterday, Saturday. You gotta remember Saturday. And I'm in Las Vegas. I'm in Las Vegas, you guys. Like all my dreams start. I have reoccurring dreams. I have part ones, part twos, part threes. My dreams, where they end, they take off again. It's almost like watching a television series on TV. Okay. You know how they have episodes? Well, my dreams like episodes, or sometimes they're exactly the same. So, getting on with my dream Saturday. I'm in Las Vegas. I'm very familiar. I'm at the Flamingo Hotel, to be exact, because in the dream I'm walking around the Flamingo. Now, when I tell you guys I'm dreaming, I got to tell you guys something. It's vivid. It's like I'm there. It's like it's AI. I am physically thinking I'm there. I felt the poker chips in my hands. I felt the taste of the beer that I drank. I clearly talked to people. So I lost his hand at the card table in this so called dream. Maybe it was sleep paralysis. I don't know, you guys. That's why I'm here. I'm just talking about this. I have no idea. I'm not a psychiatrist. So I'm playing poker at this table. It was Texas Hold'em. Straight up, I get pocket aces, and the cards come up 6, 3, 9. Everybody is out. I make this huge bet. Everybody is out except for this one creepy looking guy. Thank you, Mark, for that awesome super sticker, super chat. So I have pocket aces in my hands. There's a 6 on the board, a 3 and a 9, I think it was. And this creepy dude calls my all in. Next card comes. It's a 6. So there's 2 sixes. I think a 3 and a 9 or something, you guys. So yeah, I'm all in, and I turn over, and I got a pair of aces and a pair of sixes. Well, this creepy dude turns over pocket sixes. He had 4 sixes, which is unheard of. No one plays with sixes. Would have made it more creepier if it would have been 3 sixes. You know, you guys know what 3 sixes are. I'm frustrated. I'm pissed off. I lost like $200 or whatever it was. I don't know the monetary value. I get up. I go to shake this dude's hand. Good game. Like I say, you sucked out on me, whatever. And so this guy looks at me very creepily, a cold hand, very cold hand, right? And he kind of disappears. I paid no attention to this guy. I paid no attention to him. So I'm walking down the casino. I'm ticked off. I'm going to go get a drink. I'm going to leave. All of a sudden, like I've told you guys earlier before I started this show about these dreams and nightmares that I get. For those joining late, you got to watch the replay. I'm not going to recant the reason I'm doing this show. Check out the replay. I'm walking away, and all of a sudden, like I told you in my other dreams, was the Flamingo Hotel became very unfamiliar. The beautiful lights and background of the casino started to dull, turn almost gothic, almost like you're inside a creepy castle. The walls started to close in on me. They started to close in on me. I start to panic. What was more frightening is a creepy dude that beat me in poker was following me in this dream, following me. Okay. He looked the same as he did at the poker table, you guys. He did. But when I looked into his eyes, and he's maybe 20 feet back of me, his eyes had this crazy look about them. I'm not going to say they were red eyes, yellow eyes, green eyes. They were odd. A chill ran through me. Okay. So I'm walking, and this creepy guy who beat me in poker is right in back of me, 5 feet away. He puts his cold, clammy hand on my shoulder. And I tell you what, I got paralyzed with fear. I'm like, what's going on here? And I turned around. And as I turn around, as I mentioned how the Flamingo Hotel started looking kind of gothic and dark, and the walls are coming in. Now, you guys, the walls of this hotel are almost enclosed on me, 3 feet on either side. The only thing, the only person I see is this creepy looking guy. I can look straight ahead for a mile ahead, nothing but darkness. Nothing in back of this creepy guy is nothing but darkness. And he says, I got you. He says, I got you. I started saying in my brain, Our Father, like I've done in the past. And I'm walking, I turn around, I'm not looking in this man, this entity's eyes, because I can sense evil. And you guys, this is a dream, but this dream was like it was vivid, like I was there. And as I said earlier at the start of the show, my dreams, when I get them like this, they are vivid, they are real, just like you and I are talking right now on YouTube. I start calling out for my deceased father. It's already after midnight, so it's Father's Day, right? It was Saturday when I fell asleep. The dream was about 3:30 in the morning. Start calling out to my dad. And lo and behold, you guys, again, this is my Saturday night dream. Okay. And there's my dad. He's in front of me. My dad's in front of me. All of a sudden, I'm like, thank gosh, Dad. He goes, come on, Robbie. Grab my hand. Let's go. I'll get you out of here. I know how to get you out of here. I know. My dad tells me in this dream, I know about your dreams and I know that you can never escape from them. I'm going to help you. This is my dad who's been dead for 7 years. Says this to me in the dream. Thanks, Daddy. He reaches out his hand. I'm so happy to grab my dad's hand. The last time I shook my dad's hand was the day before he passed away. I saw that familiar hand reach out to me. And my dad had a great angelic smile on his face. The palm of my hand touches my dad's palm. That angelic smile, everybody, turned into a scowl. It turned into something that I've never seen on my father in my entire life. My dad's face started to morph. My dad, and I can feel him pulling me very aggressively. He morphed into a demon. He morphed into something that I would wish on nobody. The dark walls that were surrounding me, coming in on me, the darkness, the gothic look, were ablaze with fire. My dad told me he's taking me to the lake of fire. I don't know much about the lake of fire. I think it's Catholics believe it's the pits of hell, I guess. My dad is pulling me into this lake of fire. I'm petrified. Then I woke up Sunday, which was today, technically yesterday. It's 12:23 where I am here today. I woke up in a sweat. I immediately called some people. Again, all my friends, they're not around. It was on my mind all day. Then I told you guys that I started this new consulting gig. My first client for this bar, I went down to do some consulting work. I was kind of embarrassed because it was my first clients that I secured, that I sold, right? And my head was elsewhere. I could not get this stupid nightmare out of my head about what had happened. This was earlier today, about, I don't know, 2 in the afternoon when I met up with this client. So my client wasn't all that impressed with me. He says, man, what's up with you, man? I mean, I thought you were supposed to be this bar consulting wizard. You haven't told me anything I don't know. And I was embarrassed, you guys. Could not think about this vivid, lifelike dream that I had. And I said, I'm sorry. I made something up. I can't tell you what I told this guy. I said, look, let me reschedule for first thing in the morning Monday. I'm not going to charge you for today. I gave that excuse that, my first day on the job. And he kind of looked at me like, whatever. So I'm still going I'm going to save that account because I'm going back tomorrow morning. So that's been bugging me all day. So as I said, today is actual Father's Day, right? Well, it was Sunday. Again, it's Tuesday, Monday morning here. I was exhausted. I didn't sleep at all. Didn't eat nothing. Again, not too many people to talk to. They're all away doing their family stuff. Brothers in Vegas. And so I crashed at 9:00. I crashed at 9:00 or so in my bed. I'm sorry, guys. So I crashed about maybe 8:30, 9:00. It was early. I can't tell you. And guess what happens? I'm in that chair that I'm always in. Remember that familiar chair? Those of you who have been following me know about the myths around the chair. I said at the beginning of the show. Again, people, to understand where I'm going with, watch the replay, okay? I'm not going to rehash everything. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. I really appreciate taking your time out tonight to let me just kind of talk. Because, that, like I said, I don't want to go to sleep tonight. So, today, I'm exhausted. I crashed in the chair. That swirling mist that I see down the hallway that swirls around my chair, that I had those problems for a couple months in a row, about 7-8 months ago. I got that uneasy feeling that it was going to come down the hall again as I'm falling asleep. Now, it did not. That did not happen. I drift off to sleep, and all of a sudden, guess where I'm at? And this is how my brain thinks. This is how my body reacts. This is how I dream. Guess where I'm at, you guys? The very next time I sleep, I'm at the Flamingo Hotel. And guess what I'm doing? I'm playing poker with that devil. I'm playing poker with that devil. The same devil that followed me down that hallway, that led me to my dad, who I thought was my dad, who ended up being a devil, an actual demon, and tried to take me to the lake of fire. He's at the table. We're playing poker. Just like the last hand of poker we played, the same cards are laid out. However, though, I'm in my dream, I remember what he had. I remember what this guy's hand was. I remember his hand. So I now remember from the previous dream, and I get dealt the same cards. Now, this time, instead of me going all in, I don't, because I know I probably have the losing hand despite having pocket aces. The devil guy goes now all in. Kind of reverse what I did, but I know what he has. He's got 2 6s. There's a 6 on a table. I know he's got 4 6s. I know from the prior dream. I fold. He takes whatever money he had in the pot. He turns over a deuce and a 9. He laughs at me. He says to me, yesterday wasn't a premonition of today's events. Today's events are much different for you. He says that to me. And you guys, he says that to me as distinctly as I'm talking to you guys, and I can hear this. And again, this dream is so vivid, it's like I'm there. I can smell Las Vegas. The lights are on. People are laughing, partying, having a good time. And I'm sitting here petrified because I'm playing cards with the devil. I get up to get away from this demon, this person, whatever he is. And guess what happens, you guys? He follows me down the hallway. Well, not the hallway, excuse me. He follows me down. Well, I guess it's not kind of a hallway, the strip. I'm trying to get out. I go down the same pathway. In the dream, I go down the same pathway that I had the previous night, where the walls came close in on me. It got dark. It got gothic. Saw my dad. It turned to fire. So here's the thing. So now I know from the previous dream, once like the card hand, I kind of know the future. I know because I saw it the previous day. So I know exactly. Now, certainly the cards wasn't the future. That was a trick. But I thought I was correct. I thought I was being smart. So now I says, well, I'm walking down the strip, same one I left the previous day. And now I'm thinking to myself, what should I do? This guy is following me once again. That same demonic type person is now following me again. So I'm thinking, wow, he's probably playing games with me. Should I keep on the same path? Because that's probably the path to escape. Because if I turn, he probably knows that I'm going to turn because of the card game. So now my mind is reeling. What should I do? It's like playing poker all over again. So I'm thinking in my head in this dream, whatever this was, you guys, do I turn left? Because he probably expects me to turn left. Because he certainly doesn't think I'm going to go straight. Because when I went straight the previous night, that led me to my dad turning to a devil, trying to take me to the lake of fire. So I'm going over and over in my head. Do I turn left or go straight? So BMR says, well, you know what? He expects me to turn. I continue straight. That was my call. And again, the dream for you guys coming in just watching this, too much to unpack. Watch it from the beginning. So I continue straight, thinking I'm now going to outsmart this guy. Let me tell you guys something. If this was indeed the devil, there's no outsmarting the devil. I went straight. The walls get closer and closer on me, just like before. That card playing devil was right on my ass, just like before. I'm expecting to see my dad, just like before. Well, I didn't see my dad this time. Didn't see my dad at all. You know who I saw? A person who's still alive. My mother. Now my mother has her hand out. Robbie, I'll guide you to safety. I will get you out of this nightmare, she says. Okay, Ma, thanks. And now I'm like thinking like everything is scot-free, you guys. Everything's scot-free. My mom is here, my alive mother. Reach out to my mom's hand. Grab it. Secures my grip. Her warm hand of my mom all of a sudden gets icy cold. My beautiful mother's face turns demonic. Yells at me, fooled you again, didn't I? We're going to get you to the lakes of fire this time. You're not escaping this time, Robbie. You guys, man, I was petrified. I don't know what you guys, this is terrible. Terrible, terrible 2 days, day and a half I've spent with this freaking nightmare. And I can't get a hold of my mom's grip. She's this witch, this woman devil now. The dark gothic walls are flames of fire. And I can like literally feel heat in this dream on my body. This time it takes a little different turn. Instead of me waking up right after my dad previously turned to the devil, I woke up. This took a little longer to wake up. And I'm going to tell you guys something. In my dream, I can feel the intense heat overtake my body. You know how you're never supposed to see yourself die in your dream? I'm not going to go as far as to say that I saw myself die, but I felt that heat. I felt no escape, and I saw my body melt. My body literally melted. Then I woke up. I was almost like tears, you guys, when I woke up. That's just today. This happened today when I fell asleep earlier in the day, around 9 o'clock. When I woke up, here's the weird thing. I woke up today, and damn, the bottom of my feet were blazing red, and I had 4 blisters, 2 on each foot, which were not there. I popped them and they burned, and all this like liquid came out. I don't get blisters on the bottom of my feet. So I've been, I equated that to maybe I was going to hell. Maybe I wasn't dreaming. How the hell my bottom of feet were all blistery red and I had two blisters on the bottom of each foot? That happened to me. Physical happened to me. Physical now. So that's why I did the show, because I had to vent this and tell you guys this, because everybody's gone. They're friends of mine. So I fear I'll go talk to my chat, but people in chat, because I probably ain't going to bed. I don't know what to do until I get talk to somebody physically, get them over here, because don't watch me when I sleep, because I'm thinking about putting up my camera and videoing me when I go to bed tonight, if I even make it to bed tonight. So that's why I did this show, not just to do a show at random because BMR is bored. No, I had to tell you guys about this. I have no fucking idea what went on the last 30 hours. So I don't know. And I'm not really reading the chat. I was got too involved with telling you my dreams, because thank you to everybody for coming in. There's like 60 of you in here. Wow, it's awesome. And this is terrible, you guys. I don't know what to do. I really don't. I don't think I'm possessed or anything. I'm still me. I'm not, dreaming right now. I'm talking to you guys. But that's why I am. That's why I decided to go live and tell you guys these stupid nightmares. Certainly not stupid, but are they nightmares? Are they nightmares? Duke says my house is haunted. Well, maybe it is, man. I don't know. I have had weird things happen in this house. I'm just looking at some of these comments, you guys. Excuse me. What does Summer have to say? So, Rob, what is happening to you is something you're doing to help others is interfering with the demonic plan. They're trying to scare you off by not sleeping. That is a no trick to use. Well, I definitely was tricked. They're trying to scare me by not sleeping. Yeah. Well, they're doing fucking, excuse my language. I mean to swear, you guys. They're doing a good job of it, because I don't want to go to sleep. Here's one. My advice: talk to Wolf, camera, Bible, prayer. Don't forget about the knocking you had during the live week or so. Yeah. Oh my God. Spunky. That's a good point. Spilling tea. Thank you. So Spunky, spilling tea pays attention, because I never thought of that, because I did a live show a couple of days ago where all of a sudden, and where my house is situated, if you were to knock on my door and run away from my door, I would catch you, because it's like 50 yards before you get to the nearest street. Okay, that's how my house is situated. So I'm doing a live show, and I'm doing it, and it's weird, because when I have these headphones on, I can't hear a thing. I cannot hear anything. So the other night, spilling teas in chat, she knows this, or he, or I think it's a girl. Sorry, Spunky, I forgot. My apologies. I heard this rapping at my door, you guys, during a show. Some of you that were watching probably saw that. So I had to excuse me. No, I was on with Dennis Carroll, and we were check this out. Dennis Carroll was on the show, and we're talking demonic stuff. We're talking about paranormal stuff. So I had to leave him for a minute or whatever, and I got up and I ran to the back door, and as I'm running to the back, I'm not running. I'm walking to my side door over here, and this rapping was very loud and pronounced. I get to the door, there was nobody there. And there's no way in hell you could knock on my door and run away. I don't care if you were the fastest man in the world. It's 50 yards to the street. There was nobody there. So I got back on the show. I was a little disheveled, and I said, "Hey, guess what just happened to me?" Blah, blah, blah. And we all laughed it off. So I don't know if that's a correlation, Spunky Sparky, but thank you for paying attention. Because yeah, that's a correlation. Yeah, Melissa says get a hold of Dennis Carroll because Dennis Carroll was on during that episode. Dennis Carroll is the demonologist, by the way, for people who don't know. So yeah. So for those just joining, this is me coming on telling you about my nightmares I've had. You got to watch the replay. So I'm just talking to the chat right now because I've had some serious issues the last 30 hours. And I'm not going to rehash the stories, the dreams for people just coming on in. Please watch the replay and offer a comment and give me some advice because I don't know where to turn right now. And I'm scared to go to bed. I'm scared to go to bed. I got to maybe look at some of these comments. Thank you for everybody leaving comments. And I do apologize for not reading them because I'm so. Also, Rob, play a live YouTube video that has constant prayers in the background on low. Yeah, I do pray. I do believe in God. My advice talk to Wolf. Yeah, you said that. Again, you guys, leave me some information, some comments, because I don't want to take every time I ramble on all night long, and I don't want to retell the dream because it's just too horrific. But that's where I'm at right now. It's 12:43 in the morning. I got that dream today at 9:30 at night, so 3 hours ago. And of course, last night's dream was at 3 o'clock, 3:30 in the morning. So I've had back-to-back terrible dreams, demonic dreams, where I melt in my final dream. I melt, and this morning, and when I woke up, I had 2 blisters on my foot, and I don't get blisters ever anywhere on my body. Never. I don't get blisters. 4 of them, 2 on each foot. When I felt I was melting, and the bottom of my feet were red. I don't know what that's all about. I have no idea what that's the thing that scares me the most. My dream was almost manifested onto me. What I It's almost like the dream was real. How in the hell do you have a dream and then you have a physical affliction to your body? Yes, I've seen people get scratches when they're with a ghost will scratch you. I've seen that. I get that. And I'm not saying I didn't never believe that because I do to an extent, right? I've seen evidence of that. But when it happens to you, it's a whole nother ball of wax. Whole nother ball of wax. I don't know, and I don't believe in coincidences, so I think there's a correlation between my physical blisters. Now, I tell you though, the blisters on my feet are fine and the blisters are gone. I pop them, they're gone. That's another weird thing. It's almost like they're almost 100% healed. You know what I mean? You know, how a blister, the skin will linger for a little while, then it'll dry up and it just goes away. It's both, they're both damn near gone, almost like they never came on, or never, I never occurred them, I should say, excuse me. So that's another freaky thing. I just kind of realized that I'm looking down, feeling, I'm rubbing my feet together, and it's smooth. There's nothing there now. That's right now freaking me out. Granddad, let's talk Tigers baseball. The Tigers suck. Thanks, Grand, for this, for bringing me down further. Detroit Tigers blow. And I got the Tiger tattoo as well. I got it for my dad. He was a Tiger fan, so I got the tattoo when he passed. So yeah, you guys don't think my house? Duke says my house is haunted. Blah blah blah. I mean, are my dreams a reality? Am I slipping into an actual real realm, you guys, or am I dreaming? That's the question for you guys. Am I floating into a different realm? Am I slipping it through a portal during my sleep and going to a reality that's not a dream, but it's an actuality, but in a different plane? See, I'm starting to think all these weird things, but things that I talk about every day. Until now, I might have something going on. I think God is calling you calling you to call on Him. Yeah, perhaps. I will tell you this. I definitely, I've been saying more prayers than typical. More prayers than typical. BMR is not a religious guy. Okay, I believe in God, yes. I grew up Catholic. I still am Catholic. 7 years church every single day, Monday through Friday. I can recite the gospel. I can recite everything verbatim because it was drilled in my brain from second grade to seventh grade, 5 days a week. And I will tell you this, and I'm not embarrassed to say this is just me. I've been to church 25 years. Don't mean I don't believe in God. I say my prayers every night. I'm not a Bible thumper. I believe in God and that's it. I don't read the Bible. Now I'm going to read the Bible because it applies to what I talk about, which is maybe a bad motive, right? But hey, that I'm transparent with you guys. I don't lie to you guys. I tell you who I am. But yes, I believe in God. I pray to God. I say my prayers each and every single night, and that's the extent of it. I go to church for weddings and funerals, which has been a long time. I do make the exception on Christmas. I go every Sunday on the 25th. Other than that, I don't go. And it's maybe because the Catholic Church, is which I am Catholic, is garbage. Okay. We're not getting into that. I've been to 3 Catholic churches where the head of the church was a pedophile. So I'm not getting into that. So that's why I don't go to church. Not Catholic church. Sorry to say that, but the truth, again, I don't lie. I'm transparent. So yeah, I'm soured on the church. Not soured in the Lord. I'm not soured in Jesus. I believe the God, Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. I do, and I always have, and I always will. So I don't know. I'm not bringing anybody over here to cleanse my house. I think it's something more that I don't think the house is possessed with demons. I don't really think, Duke, that the house is haunted. I think it's something else because I've had these same sorts of dreams in other houses that I've lived in. You know, leave the Bible pages open on your pillow and go to the Revelations page. Again, you guys, I'm gonna look in. I'm gonna open the Bible tonight because I do have the Bible. I'm gonna read it tonight and try to look for some answers. Hopefully, come across something. I don't know. I don't know. Grandizer, wonder what was your last ghost hunt? What followed you home? I don't. I haven't done a ghost hunt since I think 1997 when the Eloise. I was in the Eloise sanitarium, but that was like 15, 20 years ago. I'm having out of body experiences. Well, I think that this is not a dream. I think it's more of an out of body experience. That I agree with. Because it's just too vivid, you guys. It's just too vivid. And I appreciate everybody. I appreciate listening, you guys. I appreciate all you guys commenting. I can't read them all. But thank you ever so much. I love you guys really. So thanks so much for hey Nelly, how you doing? So yeah, again for you guys that's coming in, I talked about this ad nauseum about these demonic dreams I've had about melting, seeing the devil in the last 30 hours. You're gonna have to watch the replay and please leave a comment because I just don't want to repeat it. I just know that I won't be sleeping anytime soon. So my tale, my dream, my reality is I told this I've been on air for about an hour. You gotta watch the replay. And if you watch the replay, offer comments. Because I'm at a loss right now. I really am. So was I possibly abducted? Melissa, again, you guys make fascinating, great points. I couldn't tell you. Because I just don't know. I don't know. That's why I came on is because to tell you about these nightmares I had Sunday. Well, just today. 4 hours ago and yesterday. These on I've a synopsis for you just joining. I've had these encounters in Las Vegas. I meet the devil. I play cards with the devil. My dad tries to help me. He he drags me into the lake of fire, or at least he attempts to. And my dad's been dead 7 years. Same dream, same scenario. My mom, who's alive, same thing. Then she turns into a demon, and I escape. I wake up, but I woke up just 3 hours ago with red, burnt feet and 2 blisters on both of my feet. That is certainly not the whole story. That is that's like Reader's Digest version. So if you're interested, watch the beginning of the show. Offer me comments, help, and suggestions because all my friends are sleeping and I'm not going to wake them up. So yeah, so this was an impromptu show, just not to do one because I was bored. It's because I have these troubles going on. I got these troubles going on. Super Duke has a good idea. I didn't see that. You guys all have great ideas. In fact, talk to Josh. Where's Duke's at? Stuff your pillow with Bibles to keep the gambling devil away. Well, I don't think you're joking. I don't think you're joking. I'm gonna be reading the Bible tonight, Duke. So, because I ain't sleeping. Yeah. So again, I talk to Jesus. You don't have to go to church to talk to Jesus. I'm not concerned with that. Again, I don't roll that way. That's just me. I talk to God my own way. Don't matter if you don't go to church. I don't believe in that. And this is me. You can do what you want to do with that. But thanks for the advice. I communicate with God quite a bit. Trust me. Thanks, Nelly. So yeah, you guys. I don't want to take out any more of your time. I don't want to talk anymore about this because it's starting to creep me out. And I appreciate you guys listening to me because I'm really troubled with this. And yeah, I just gotta go. But I thank you all for coming in. Hey, thanks for the quick super chat that I got earlier. I wasn't coming on to make money, you guys. I just needed some people to talk to and tell you this. If you just came on tonight, watch the beginning of this video, and it goes into depth what I encountered here in the last 25, 26 hours. I love you all. I'm not gonna keep you. I gotta figure this out. And I can't read the chat. My mind is elsewhere, but I do appreciate you taking the time out with me. I love you guys. Consider your family. You're good people. I love all the comments. I'll go back and watch them a little later. So with that being said, tonight is Monday afternoon. No, see, I don't even know what it is. It's for me. It's 1:30 in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning on a Monday. I'm BMR. Until next time, you guys have a blessed night and wish me the same.